Atheist Republic founder Armin Navabi speaks to Vice News about ex-Muslims in Malaysia. So I just wanted to highlight that you were featured in Vice recently.
Yay! Wait, but I have to.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
finish the news. I'm going to complain later. No, I'm not
No,
gonna complain.
we're just gonna talk about it.
Okay. I was contacted by this really wonderful reporter, Heather Chen. She was very brilliant, and but I gave her so much to work with. But I was very aggressive with my quotes. Like I went out.
Yes.
I was asked about what I think about the situation of atheists and ex-Muslims in Malaysia, because something recently happened in Malaysia. And they wanted to do news coverage about it. And because Atheist Republic has a history with ex-Muslims and atheists in Malaysia, and the government came after our Atheist Republic members in Malaysia a couple of years
said that they
ago.
should be hunted down.
Yes, the deputy minister actually said that our members needs to be hunted down. And what was the crime? They just showed up and met with each other and had some beers and
hung out as atheists.
Hung out as atheists. Apparently, this was a national threat to Malaysia, that some people in Malaysia consider themselves to be atheists, and they're meeting with each other. This what became a national emergency, and the deputy minister announced that they need to be hunted down, right? So because of our history with, and oh, by the way, in their parliament, the Malaysian government was asking if whether or not they could shut down all this. This is recorded on video.
Oh yeah,
they were openly asking, while being recorded, if they could shut down Facebook as a whole because of our Facebook page. If they were like, can we remove access to Facebook because people have access to Atheist Republic? I'm not kidding, guys. There's a video recording of this. It's amazing. Like, people are like, no, we can't remove access to this page because then nobody will have access to Facebook if for the sake of Atheist Republic. So this was years ago, but because of that history we had with the Malaysian government. Oh, by the way, I got my first call for beheading from Malaysia. Yay! The best. My first call out. My first call out for beheading did not come out of Iran, Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, or Pakistan. It came out from a moderate, liberal, modern Islamic country, Malaysia. Okay, so. By the way, yours is weird too. Your first call out for came from death. Yeah, your first death threat came not from even an Islamic country. It came from Hindus in India.
Yep, I still have never been threatened by a Muslim. Never.
Not yet.
No, never. Okay. I've only received threat of violence or death from Hindus.
Yeah, amazing.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, like me, that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.
That's why this new thing that happened in Malaysia. It was a court case about this lady who had. Who was born, who had Islam on her ID, but she did not want it. She was like, because she was born from a Muslim father and stuff, she's like, I think she wanted to make it her right that she doesn't want to be identified as Muslim and stuff. And this basically brought up back the discussions on the situations of Islam or not being exposed to them in Malaysia. And she asked for my opinions on this so that she could quote me. I gave her so many things. Like, I wish I saved them all because it was glorious. It was so glorious. You guys should have been witness to the smackdown to the smackdown that
The Malaysian government.
that I delivered about like the word choice. It was like
Mm.
the things that I called the Malaysian government, and it was all taken noted. But I think the part that was included was my mildest. I think they were like, "This is a bit too much. These quotes are a bit too heavy for Vice." So let's see what they picked. They basically
They're like, this boy got some big words.
they're like,
He's
these are
talking
two.
some big words.
So this is what they quoted.
Oh,
So
you
you
want
say-
me to read it?
Okay, I read it.
Malaysia calls itself a modern and forward-thinking country, but atheists and ex-Muslim remain in hiding over fear of violence and death threats, said Armin Navabi, a vocal atheist activist from Iran who monitors religious freedom issues worldwide.
Yeah, and this links to Atheist Republic, which is great because we got another back. I think this is our second backlink from Vice to Atheist Republic. So this is good for our website. Thank you, Vice. By the way, originally,
Oh no, we're just gonna go in.
do we want to say? Yeah, I want to say this
Oh boy.
because they interviewed me, and then they said it's okay, I'm not mad. But originally, this article said Armin Navabi, a vocal
Religious activist.
religious activist. I was very confused about why would they call me a religious activist after like my history and everything I'm saying. I mean, okay, sure. But yeah, again, look at this. What do I say? Malaysia calls itself a modern and forward-thinking country, but atheists and ex-Muslim remain in hiding over fear of violence and death threats. I mean, it's okay. I mean, all my quotes are good, to be fair. So it's fair, but some of the punchier ones are missing. Some of their
Kate Santore is saying, too much for Vice, LOL, you should be proud.
No, it's okay. I think they wanted to make sure people read this and don't dismiss it. That's why they picked that quote. So I get it. It's okay.
Yeah, well, and I recommend, go back to the top so we can see the title of this piece.
Oh, by the way, this is another MTS. Okay, go.
Yeah. So guys, go on Vice and look up the article titled "Renouncing Islam in Malaysia Is Dangerous." We spoke to those who did it because not only does it talk about like the background of this court case, but it also profiles 4 Malaysians who now identify as atheists and apostates, and would they go through as ex-Muslims in Malaysia, how their perspective on things. And I really liked that part of the article, was like highlighting these people who live this, right? Like what their life is like, how this affects them, their freedom, and their livelihood.
Okay, America is she's trying to trigger me. I know she's trying to trigger me. It's not working. Nice try. Look, I knew this is it. I knew it. They're trying to trigger me. It's not gonna work.
Is it your religion atheism, Armin? Yes, it is. No.
They're just Nice try.
I just want to give a little bit of taste of one of the profiles.
Every time I see Marcia, I see in my head America.
Oh my god. So, like, I just want to give a snippet of this because I think it highlights how deep the problem is in Malaysia. So, Lena, name changed, says, I'm Chinese by race and was given up by my biological parents at a very young age. The law in Malaysia states that all Malays, as well as those like myself who are abandoned at birth, must be registered as Muslim. It is even stated on our personal identification cards. After being placed in foster care, I was registered as a Muslim and raised as one. Like, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. I mean, one, the idea of having your religion on your identification card is already insane. That's already insane. That's not secular. But then having it mandated that if you're put up for adoption, if you're in foster care, the state makes you a religion. What? And this is the moderate countries that, we should look forward to as an example of the peaceful and benevolent nature of Islam. You're muted.
Yeah, but this is the best that you could expect from an Islamic country.
They're like, Malaysia, Tunisia, Jordan, they're so moderate. I'm like, do you know what goes on there? Bro.
No,
Like,
Icky, yeah, but here's the thing. To be fair, like Tunisia is doing better, but still, so there's a lot of problems. But when they do better, it's not because Islam can be moderate or liberal or whatever. It's because they're becoming less Islamic,
yeah.
right? Like every time you see improvements in one of these countries, it's not because Islam is becoming a lesser problematic religion. It's because Islam is becoming less influential. You know, so that's how you should see it. You shouldn't be like, oh look, Islam has a chance because he's an Islamic country, and there's gay rights in this Islamic country. Yeah, because Islam is not dominating on this country. That's why, right? And Malaysia and Indonesia is proof. You could see that it's not like some corners of Malaysia, like, okay, so for example, in Indonesia, it's not like Aceh has a different brand of Islam. It's just that Islam has more reign, more opportunity to influence itself, right? It's not like some parts of the country which are more liberal. It's because they have a different version of Islam. No, it's because Islam is less part of their lives, right? It's a lesser influence in the government. So Islam is always a problem. You can't find like a different version of Islam that is less of a problem. You have less of the problem when you have less Islam.
Yeah, I just wanted to say you guys should also go read this article because it highlights and profiles one of the Atheist Republic members who organized the meeting in Malaysia that became this huge thing that it was even brought up at the United Nations. So, be part of our community. Go read the profile of one of our fellow members, in Malaysia. And it's exciting to highlight.
Link is in the description, right?
Yeah, if you go to the description at the bottom, where we list all of the news, it's the last news.
Okay. Oh, Gloria is saying Malaysia remains a neo-colonial state like Taiwan and Hong Kong. And that's probably why they're doing a little bit better, because better sources of influence than Islam. All right. Yeah, let's end this on a very controversial take.
It did come from glory to Stalin.
Oh yeah, neo-colonial. Yeah, exactly, Glory. Exactly. So you can see that if you were purely under Islamic colonies, you're doing a lot worse than if you're doing under European colonies. You're one of the lucky countries in the world if you used to be a European colony. You're less lucky if you were only an Islamic colony. I just wanted to
hot take.
I just want to trigger some Stalin lovers right now.
Hot take, and also just like some leftists.
Hey guys, YouTube has fully demonetized our channel for supposedly hateful and harmful conduct, without telling us what we did wrong. If we get to 1,000 patrons, we will be able to keep paying all our team, our editors, our artists, without ever having to worry about monetization again, which would be amazing. Yay! So please support Atheist Republic on Patreon. Link in the description below.